On this video, just I will walk you through the entire steps of how you can use the Pabbly Connect app with the LLM web scraper or yet another API endpoints, right? So basically, you do have a documentation here. If you click on this, it will take you just a page where you can get the app, right? If you click on this, you will get Pabbly Connect app. This is currently private app. It will become public within the next few days or weeks. But until then, feel free to click on this link. We will update this link once it becomes public. But yes, right now you have to click on this. Click on this accept app. The reason you would want to use the app is that you don't have to figure out or spend time on working with how you can use this a pain points or how you can work with this or you get the idea, right? You don't have to figure this out. You all you have to do is just use the app, right? So let's do that. Now that we have if you see this, if you go to this, there is an option called webhook, right? What does this mean? This it simply means that suppose we are scraping a data out of one of the large page, right? It would potentially mean that it would take a longer time to process the data. So it would mean that what we would need to do is we will need to send the data out to a book URL, making it a very scalable solution, right? So what we can do is, firstly, we will set up a scrapper for scraping the data out of one of the page on Amazon. The next step we would want to do is we would want to get the status or get the data or result of the scrapped result, or we will set up the web URL, right? I will walk you through each of the steps. Some of them will be very confusing, but feel free to ask by commenting on this video, or you can also reach out to me by going to this, filling out the details over here, right? Now let's start with this. You will get once you click on this link, you will it will take you to this page. Click on this link, sorry, a button. It would be added to your account, so you don't have to do anything. Now let's create workflows. We will create two workflows. Let's start with the scrapper, right? We will start with the scrapper where we would want to scrap the data out of a certain page. Let's assume that it would be Amazon. We would want to scrap this data out of Amazon, right? Once we scrap this data, we would want to send this or add to the Google Sheet, right? So what we can do is let's create a scrapper. This would be scrapper workflow. I'll search the app name. If you don't see this app name, it will potentially mean that you still need to accept the app. You will need to go to this link and accept the app again. Then you would be able to see this app. Now select the LLM scrapper, connect it. By default, you don't see a connection for a very obvious reason. If you have the connection already, it's fantastic. You can proceed. But if you don't have the connection, what you need to do is uh, in the API key section, you will go to this, copy this API key and paste it over here and click on save button. Since I already have the connection, I will just update the same connection with the API key, right? So once I do that, I will just click on save button. Now, what I would like to do is, this is the Amazon page, right? I would like to scrap, certain data out of this. For example, title. I would want to scrap this title, and pricing. I would want to scrap the pricing for this, and I would also scrap, and I would like to scrap some of this details as well, right? So let's do that. I'll just enter the Amazon product URL over here. I would like the following details and use same for key names. Let's list down what details we would like. We would like the title of this title. We would like the pricing. We'll also like to have a brand name. We would also like to have a color option. Color. Would like to have. Oh yeah. Let's go with the getting the display type as well, right? display type, and we scrap anything else out of this. Let's see. Yeah, there is a weight limit. We can scrap that. Probably, it would help us to get to know about the weight limit. I'll just do that. I suppose that is all. You can scrap more data. I would like right now. I do believe that this is good enough for me. But feel free to get more details like this. There are a lot of things happening over here, right? So that is this. So now what I would like to do is just make the request to this. I will explain the webhook part, just in a minute. Let's go with this. So the reason I said I would explain this in a minute, it would mean that when we are scraping data out of a large page, it would potentially mean that it would take a lot of time to process it. So that potentially mean that it would get a request timeout error, right? So that would mean that what we can do is instead of waiting, for the response to be, outputted over here, what we can do is send this, result to the book URL. So it will potentially mean that you don't have to worry about, request timeout over here. You could just, result will be sent to a book URL. You don't have to worry about it, right? Right now, if you see this, uh, there is a request ID assigned to this, right? Obviously, you can use this request ID to get the output of this. For example, you can set up a delay, like say for example, you can set up a delay of a minute or two. If you set up a 2 minutes delay, you obviously can get a result for this. Say for example, if you go to this, select check status. If you ask it to provide the status of this request ID, you could get that, right? This is one way of doing that, right? This is one way of doing that, right? But what if I want to get the result instantly? I don't have to set up a delay or anything. I don't have to have uh, worry of whether this would work or not. Right? You could set up a web URL to make this truly scalable and without having to worry much about anything else. Right? What you can do is instead of having to go with this step or this steps, you can instantly remove these two actions or steps. I don't want to go with the steps. I can just cut down two steps or optimize two steps without having to worry about it. What we can do is instead of making a request with the two additional steps, what we can do is we will go with the web URL. Copy this web URL. I'll paste it over here. I will send a request to this. So what does this mean? It would potentially mean that as soon as we get the result out of Scrapper, it data will be sent to this webhook URL. So we don't have to worry about setting up a delay or having the check status section. We don't have to do that. There will be a two additional unnecessary steps. We don't really need it. Now, if we go to webhook URL, now that the request is being processed, let's wait for for the request to process it. Probably to take a minute, but yeah. Perfect. Now that is done, if you see this, status is completed. Now this is the title. This is the title. We have requested some of the details, right? We have pricing, we have the color, we have the brand, weight limit, display name, sorry, display type. That's it. We have requested this data, or we have received this data one. That's a fantastic, right? Yeah, that's pretty much of how we can use the Pabbly Connect action. Uh, if you are not using Pabbly Connect, feel free to go to this. Use the make full use of API endpoints. You can see the details over here. Or if you would like to request additional integration, please go to this. Go to support, please, and make a request to this. I will see if it is feasible to integrate with the new product. And yeah, that's pretty much of it. And please feel free to go ahead and test this out and let me know what do you think about this. And yeah, right now it is free, so you can use it. You would get 1,000 credits for free. You don't have to buy it. If you need additional credits, feel free to go to this link section and buy additional credits.